New episode of House Llywarch, and we are playing here Prince Million, who is the daughter of Iseult the Gentle and the granddaughter of Arthur the Wise. Now, when we ended the game previously, our father, King Aldred, the tactician, Alfred's son, was passed away, which meant that we inherited the Duchy of Kent as well as the County of Surrey. This also made us a vassal of our father's older brother, my uncle, King Petre the Wolf of Wessex. Sly, vicious, noble, but rarely honorable. He is not only infirm, but irritable and rakish, and an adulterer. We don't like him, and he is ailing. And while his heir is Prince Sigurd of Wessex, whom perhaps we could marry with. Nope, he's not going to accept it. What we have here is that the title of the Earldom of Wessex is used with this is an active election. And so, currently, with our sister also inheriting the Earldom of Sussex, the County of Sussex, we are able to put ourselves in the line of succession. In fact, I am going to start swaying Duke Signhelm of Heuss to also vote for us. This is the strategic kind of thinking that befits a skilled tactician as Million, who follows after her father, King Aldred, the tactician. So, in the meantime, let's play it safe. Let us pledge allegiance to my liege, strengthening the trust and legitimacy of both our positions. Meanwhile, we can increase control of Surrey, and in fact, considering that our father is an Anglo-Saxon, let us also pay homage of his culture, and let us increase the cultural acceptance. We are thinking ahead. If we are potentially able to inherit the Kingdom of Wessex, then we ought to increase the tolerance between our different cultures. Okay. All packed and proper, we have finally come to the point where we can start our journey from Devon to our next destination at Hampshire. As we depart from the holding and our mounts start treading new ground, I am certain we will return soon and in one piece. Thank you. Every day seems to slip away from me recently. The never-ending train of greedy petitioners and difficult decisions. My chest tightens as I take another step forward. My fingers itch and tingle at tips. My eyes feel too small for my skull. I need to get away from this just a little while. I need to talk to someone. Anyone, really talk and feel like they understand me. Is this too much to ask? It is too much to ask. Our diligent character is not going to let us. Be a drunkard, or to waste the resources of our realm. For every birth it gets a little easier, yet I never cease to be amazed by the intensity of the experience and my own strength. Once more I've brought forth life in this earth, in the shape of a perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Enodoc. Servants usher me into King Petra's great hall in Hampshire, where he sits on his throne waiting to hear my pledge. I kneel at the feet of my lord and pledge the many oaths of homage, as his scribes record the event. With that the ceremony is complete. I have nothing to offer, my king, except my promise to faithfully serve as a vassal of the kingdom. Petra bids me to arise and confirms his satisfaction, along with my rights to rule the lands in his stead. Gains opinion of me, and we also gain renown. That's good. Thank God I can go inside. What has happened? So it has seemed that the situation has swayed in the favor of Ethelwine the Proud. No worries. I'm much younger than them, so I can bide my time. To the benign Milliam. Ah, he already likes me. I've been corresponding with your Chancellor, Broig, and I must say I've come to see you in a new light. Perhaps you are even someone that one day I would be proud to call my friend. In fact, perhaps what I should do is to host a feast in my new capital. And we can select an honorary guest. Duke Steinhelm, let us be friends. Come, join me. I'll be hosting a feast in Surrey, and it's time for us to depart. The feast is in honor of Duke Steinhelm, a truly remarkable human who deserves additional reverence. I was once a ruler who just came to position, and people didn't like me. Let me help you, child. I'm a mother of many. I'll make sure this feast is shindig to remember, one that folks will talk about for years to come. I can't wait. I've seen the world and beheld as many wonders in my travels, but never have I beheld the beauty such as the one I've seen in Gloucester. Truly, Anglo-Saxon men are cut above all the rest. One particular fascinating specimen has taken my eye of late, a peasant man by the name of Offa. A pretty little treasure, his far too pleasing to my eye, spent his days slaving away in Gloucester. No, he is chaste, and I am a married woman with 6 children. I cannot give my love so freely. The beating? What happened to my son? What in the world happened to my son Thomas? My daughter is all bruised and beaten. Craven. Run and hide, never give your foes a chance to hurt you. No. If you have only the choice to run or fight, you fight. I'm now the Marshal of Wessex. Oh no, everything is wrong. The walls are wrong. Even the floor is wrong. Even the air is wrong. Why is it all wrong? Who has done this? Who has made everything wrong? Do I kill my own son? Or do I become a lunatic? Do her motherly instincts take over? Or is it her martial training? I think her motherly instincts take over. As we traverse the grasslands, okay, perhaps we can cut cornerstones. As we traverse the grasslands, trudging through the grass, we encounter Moses' wayward shrine, naively carved. It sports a cross at its head, and below the weathered words, "Here lies Saint Wulfstan of Wessex, blessed son of Basingstoke." Saint Wulfstan, Wessex? It seems like a local spiritual figure is being patronized in part. One not sanctioned. We'd better get going. King Petra doesn't like me. I don't like him either. Minor penalty. Vassal opinion. So it only affects my vassals. The servants run across the hall, bring fine decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself a delicious drink by the fire. Oh, I've seemed to have spotted the rose swan already. What a lovely time ahead of us. You've decided to make Earl of Kent my vassal. Thank you. You did only right. Oh. If my sister is my vassal, then she will not be able to vote, right? Rulers and vassals. If we look here, well, Esselwine is near death, actually. I am going to decline. Besides, my sister can rule in her own stead, I'm sure. Right. Oh, King Petra has died. But soon, as the wine will too. Look at his titles. But why are the photos different now? Let's see. Steward. Alright. And bestowed the royal favor. I don't want to make my sister my vassal yet. My dear sister, King Ethelwine of Wessex occupies a throne that should be rightly yours. I'm willing to support your claim with word and sword. I'm sure others in the realm will also champion this rightful cause. All we need to do is accept. Sure, if she's offering. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from near and far reaches of the realm. I've been craving for an occasion like this. The mood is bright and the spirits are high, and the feast begins. Welcome, friends. Wow, my husband's stewardship astonishes the guest. I know what I said, I just don't understand why it's so funny. It's the cunning linguist. Really? Think about it. That's my aunt will like me. Alright. Actually, Sanga enjoys it. As my most distinguished guest and I had to be fitted in among the lower nobility, I ended up close to my sister. Aw. As high nobles mingled with the lessers, words of both friendship and enmity were exchanged among people who rarely associate. However, and I ended up talking all evening and agreed it should not be the last time we feasted and laughed in each other's company. I'm glad I made a friend. My lady, the wine, we cracked open the next barrel. It's gone bad. It's all gone bad. The feast is raging, but without drink, the mood is sure dwindle at a cruel place. Of course, time to crack open my secret stores. As my guests leave, they seem to be in good spirits, and I'm glad to also see Silwolf does not depart without saying farewell. We both know we'll be seeing each other again soon. What a man. Wow, my husband. The feast is dwindling down. I find myself in a deep conversation with my lewd courtier Hedwig. She inquires my opinion on tome collections, a subject that she's deeply interested in herself. Well, that is a subject that fascinates me as well. I've been doing scholarship. I made a new friend. The feast is starting to draw to a close, and my visitors are surely expecting me to lavish a little attention to Duke Seinhell, esteemed guest of honor, and a toast. A few candles survive after the last of guests left. I hear a pair of servants letting out sighs of relief after the doors close. The food is still warm on ceramic plates. Soon, words will reach every corner of the realm, and every noble with their salt will know that my magnificence is unparalleled. With all my guests leaving the castle with entire contents of my vast pantry in their bellies, I'm proud to say the feast was a success. Why do they not vote for me? Perhaps I should start swaying this other woman. Maybe she will understand my plight. Oh my lord, another king. King Offa. The titles are changing so fast. Now it is Kingdom of England, which shall not pass to me. That is not right. I'll not pay homage to him. Yes, we seem to like him, but we're not the same. Let's see if we can make any alliances. Chance that they'll be inbred. Wow. Hunchbacked. Mercia. They're inbred? Who is powerful here? Chance that they'll be inbred. Perhaps I could sway him. No, but I can't sway him. A gift? That's too much of a gift. Will not result in an alliance. Alright, fine. My daughter? Will accept. She becomes my vassal. No, then I can't call her as an ally. But no, she can still join the faction, right? Do I risk that? No, I decline. Steward of England. That's not going to change anything. Oh. My brother-in-law is now the High King. So there is an election. What is happening? I'm second in line. They're all in favor of Wessex. My cousin. I'm going to prove them wrong. Oh no, my sister. She's captured. Ransom her. Ah, my children went to meet their peers. Oh, what happened to my daughter? Reclusive. And my son's profligate. What happened? Now I'm third in line. What is going on? Oh, so he has 2 kingdom titles. Now they've switched to this man. Unacceptable. Let us build our men-at-arms. This is what it means to be a guardian. We need to build our military. What is she doing? We're against the tyranny. Actually, I'm not going to join her. And what we shall do is to wait. And ensure the king's armies are distracted. We are being raided by Surrey, but that is not the most important thing. Are there any vassals who will join me? Another stack of armored footmen. I'll not take her as my vassal. My son Belly has just finished a lesson. Yes, a strong sense of justice will endear you. Why do they not fight against each other? Divide and conquer. The oldest tactic of all. I'm now second in line. Who's voting for me now? Paran, my friend. Perhaps was that my mother's friend? Let's just look at our court and ensure we have the best knights. Bring him the best men. Fight. Yes, let's have an alliance. Fight each other. Come on. Interesting. We don't need to know. Fight. But they're not making much of a dent to the king's army. We need to get defensive measures soon. If it is a pawn for cups you're interested in, I can build you a terrific one. The builder before me has good credentials, and my courtier seems very excited about the prospect. Alright, give me your best deal. You still have to take care of realm when you're plotting. My son grows up fast. With his coming of age, my tuition of Thomas is at its end. Always the curious and knowledge-hungry child, Thomas has shown an affinity for scholarship at an early age. His understanding of philosophical and theoretical works is impressive, and he often engaged in debate with his former teachers. Even at such a young age, he can be heard quoting obscure passages to support new ideas and theory. Wow, he does grow up fast. Alright. Be married. How are my daughters? They are all cared for, and now I shall educate my other daughter. How is the culture going on? We can form a hybrid culture. Anglo-Cornish. Inspired by my father and my mother. But we unfortunately can't change this to women. Cornish. Continental, coat of arms is fine. We'll stay true to our roots. And let us also form a hybrid culture and discover these two innovations. Spurred on by positive relations and increased cultural exchange, the Anglo-Saxon and Cornish people have now grown increasingly close over the years. Now individuals from these societies have begun to feel themselves not as one of the other, but as both simultaneously. A new Anglo-Cornish culture. Cornish traditions and values form the backbone of this new culture. Our various Anglo-Saxon attributes have been adapted and integrated to meet the needs of their new society. With Anglo-Cornish people looking to me for guidance, it is time to set the stage for our shared future. Good. Let's promote our culture there. And speaking of which, we can probably build some ornages. Oh, if we build another capital, we might very much die. Yeah. They're fighting. Let us be ready. Leper? Today I was given grave news. My daughter Sentient has fallen ill of leprosy. While she might live for many years, a deformity will make her shunned and distrusted. I cannot suppress my disgust at the thought of lesions growing all over her skin. The physician wants to know how my daughter should be treated. This is time for drastic measures. Oh, disastrous. This will not happen again. Do you understand me? Actually, we are going to ensure that this does not happen again by replacing you with my heir. Very soon we will begin this war. I'm sure Tom's relationship with his spouse is a very happy and productive one, but lately has spent less and less time to spend with me, my dear friend. As the relationship deepened, I suppose we've both moved on. It's fine. You are my friend, but she's your new wife. I can understand. There's another election for England. Me, of course. Hey. Why? Do not target my lands. I'm here to help. But I don't think they'll successfully siege. My liege has won. It is time to make our move. Against my liege. Even Heiss agrees. Press our demands. It is my rightful title. Prepare for war. Claimant demands accepted. It's clear to me that you would see the realm burn before giving up this foolish venture. For the good of the realm, I must accept your demands, but know that great injustice was done here today. This will not stand. I disagree. Oh, and so we have split. Interesting. As queen, you now have new duties and responsibilities. You will now be expected to regularly hold court, solve disputes of the realm, and letting your courtiers take part in your daily routines. Briark is looking sternly at me in a direct and almost lecturing way. Perhaps there's also some surprise inside. He starts to unfold a beautiful banner bearing the emblem of House Llywarch. Sorry. One of the ways in which the world will now judge your rule is how you adorn and care for your royal court. I've taken the liberty to have this made as a gift to mark the beginning of your royal tenure. Okay. Let them see their new queen. And we also have to make sure our heir is succeeding. Okay. I think we shall end this here, and actually we shall disband our armies. We shall end this here. Thank you for joining me today, and today what we have seen is that we have seen the ascension of Million to the throne of Wessex. And she owed to, as her father Eldred was the King of Essex. From a young age she trained in the martial arts, and she is definitely not going to be trapped in the stereotypes of what a woman should be. After great efforts, with the help of her sister and friend Etha, as well as Duke Seinhelm and now Duke Edmund the Honourable of East Anglia, she is now has now claimed what is hers rightfully. That being said, there's also another issue in this episode, which is the fact that in the dilemma of choosing to kill her beloved son, and to becoming a lunatic, the stress has made her slightly wrong in the head. So we shall see what is going to happen in her reign in the next episode. Thank you for watching, see you and take care.